What's up, everybody? Miz in the midday. I'm going to try to talk. I want to put a different spin on things. Listen. I didn't want to come on Sunday and go nuts about how the Giants lost or all the things that happened at the end that were very fishy and weird. A lot of fishy stuff going on in the NFL, but I don't want to go into that because I'm not going to look for the back door out and blame the refs. The Giants lost that game, and I had to question Dabo's game plan at all. I don't care if you lost two quarterbacks and you're down to the third. If the guy's in the NFL, you should let him throw the ball a couple of times, especially when the Jets were cheating with 9-10 men in the box because you haven't thrown a ball the entire afternoon. That's when you take a shot. But whatever. The Giants decided to go into a 45-yard prevent in the last 30 seconds and hand the game to the Jets. Of course, the referees helped a lot. But listen, when you're losing, you find ways to lose, and losing teams don't get help from the refs. Actually, to get the opposite. You end up playing against your opponent and the refs. But that's not what my video is for today. Daniel Jones is back. Daniel Jones should have been playing last week. 2 weeks ago, I said Daniel Jones' neck was not hurt like that at all. I knew what I was talking about. Dabo wanted to ride Taylor, thinking that Taylor gave him a better chance to win games. All the haters could say what they want, but you're just ignoring the facts. It's fine. Daniel Jones plays versus Buffalo. The Giants win. Daniel Jones plays Sunday versus the Jets. The Giants win that game by 10 to 13 points, a walk away. Let's be honest. Jets defense looks great. It's easy to look great. I'm not taking it away from them, but it's easy to look great when you know the other team's not going to throw a ball down the field at all. All you got to do is play the run, and Barkley still did his thing. Truth is this. Daniel Jones is back. He's healthy. Andrew Thomas is back. He's healthy. I think he'll be getting Neal back. We need him. I don't care if he struggled. Schmitz is back, and Barkley is healthy and fresh. The schedule is easy. Now, when you call teams easy, you got to look at yourself because you probably also look easy to them. But the Giants are not as bad as a 2-6 team. They should be 4-4. The Giants should have won the Bills and the Jets games. They didn't. But the Giants have showed you that they're much better than a 2-6 football team. You get your O-line healthy and you get your starting quarterback back with Barkley together. And you know what? I believe this O-line is going to get better as the year goes on, now that you're getting your guys back. You got the Raiders coming up. They are a disaster. There is no reason the Giants don't win this game Sunday. Go get one win. One win against the Raiders. Look at it as a one-game season. Beat the Raiders. If you beat the Raiders, things start to turn. Forget about what shoulda and coulda happened in the last 3 weeks. Go beat the Raiders. You got teams like the Raiders who are going to start a rookie quarterback. Antonio Pierce, love the guy. Brand new head coach for the Raiders. The team's a mess, and Adams doesn't want to play football there anymore. You got teams like Washington who sold their season away yesterday, giving away Sweat and Chase, their two defensive ends. They don't care about the season. You got the Saints. You got Patriots and Green Bay at home, both teams. These are all teams that are looking forward to the draft. I hate to tell you this, because some of you probably want to lose out. Tiki Barber's right. The Giants have an entire season ahead of them. And somebody in the NFC is getting into the wild card at 8-9. Maybe 7-10. But 8-9. Can the Giants get to 8 wins? When you look at this schedule and that the Giants are starting to get healthy and how elite their defense is playing, and you held on to Barkley and Adoree Jackson here for a reason, because the organization thinks the Giants still have a season. If you beat the Raiders and get to 3-6, and you start to look at the opponents coming up, and 5 of our last 7 games are at home. Not that home's ever been a good place to us lately. But, it's home. You won't have to travel. You're getting healthy. You just got to put 1 or 2 wins together here. When it starts Sunday with the Raiders at 4:15. I'm telling you guys, this is real talk. You know I always keep it real. The Miz keeps it real. The Giants can beat the Raiders. We will beat the Raiders. And if you beat the Raiders, you start to get a little momentum and feeling good about yourself. You won 2 of your last 3, and you should have beaten the Jets. But hey, with the way the defense is playing, and we got young defensive tackles that'll stand up next to Beast Dexter Lawrence, who you can make a case is the best in the NFL right now. The New York Giants can put wins together. There is no reason why the Giants can't win 4 of their next 5 or 3 of their next 4. The only hard opponent is the Cowboys. And I'll tell you what, it probably don't look like the Giants can beat the Cowboys, but you got to think to yourself logically, odds are that one of these games that we never win are supposed to come our way sooner or later. We've lost 2 games we shouldn't have lost this year. Now we got to go win a game we weren't supposed to win. And when I say that, I mean Dallas or the 2 Eagle games. You got to get one of those 3. The Giants can beat the Raiders. The Giants will beat Green Bay at home. The Giants can beat New England at home. The Giants can beat the Saints. They don't scare anybody. They're in the same world as us. Okay? The Giants can beat Washington. When don't we? And Washington just handed their season over. They basically waved a white flag. So you tell me why the Giants can't win 6 games of their last 9. Can the Giants win 6 of their last 9 and get to 8-9? Tell me why not. The NFC is not strong after the Eagles and the Niners, and I guess you could put the Cowboys and Lions up there. Someone has to come out of the South, even though they shouldn't. And Seattle's going to probably get a wild card spot. They're in a battle for the division with the Niners. Both those teams are in. Oh, by the way, we have another game later in the year with the Rams. Another team that's right on the same level as us. And they seem to be trending downwards. The Giants are getting healthy. The Giants showed you a tough, hard game last week, so they have not quit on the season. And by not trading Adoree at 4 o'clock yesterday and pulling off of that trade to the Niners, it tells you the Giants still believe. And they made a trade for Leo, which was a great trade because he got back a 2 and a 5. And we need that in the coming draft because even though I believe the Giants are going to make a run here in the second half of the year and make it look very exciting, regardless if they get in or not, I think the Giants are going to play in the last 2 games of the season with something on the line. And that's the 7th seed in the NFC. It's still a rebuild, and getting those 2 picks for Leo were awesome because Leo's a free agent and the Giants weren't going to pay him another contract. You can't pay 2 monster defensive tackles. You can only have 1, and then you let the kids around him play hard. And we have a couple of those. Jordan Riley, right? Listen, it's a 1-game season. The season's not over. No matter how down we felt, it was a devastating loss Sunday to the Jets. And it was because it was the Jets. And it's because the Giants did every goddamn thing in their power to hand the game over. But it's okay. Take the goods. Barkley's healthy. You're getting back Daniel Jones. Thank God. Regardless if you like him or not. You're getting Neal back. You should be. Schmitz is already back. And Andrew Thomas. Probably the biggest piece the Giants have been missing from their season. Yo, let's ride Jones and Barkley like we did last year in the second half of the year. We have like 6 opponents that the Giants can beat. They're winnable games. And then you got to try to steal a game against Dallas or the 2 games with the Eagles. And the Eagles may not even be playing in the last week of the season. I don't look to that stuff. I don't want give-me's, but that's reality. Can the Giants get us to week 17 or 18? Dare I say, with a chance to get in. Someone's getting into the NFC playoffs with 8 wins. Believe the Miz. I'm here to tell you the second half of the season is going to be a whole new season. And I expect that the New York Giants are going to step their game up. Especially with the O-line getting healthy And Daniel Jones is back. And I'm damn happy to have him back. Because you just got to look at what the Giants once again were without him. You need Jones and Barkley healthy together. And when all said and done after the trading deadline, they're both still here. So put your Giants clothes on and stop hating. Do not watch football Sundays rooting for losses because it's way too early and the NFC Conference is a little bit soft. And with the Vikings losing Cousins, that's going to be a shot on them. I believe the Vikings were about ready to go on a run. But now things change in the NFC and somebody's going to get in with 7 or 8 wins. Believe it. Probably 8. 8 and 9 is going to get the 7th seed in the NFC. And New York Giants, if they could go to Las Vegas and win a game Sunday, instead of finding a way to lose, find a way to win. Walk off the field with the W. I don't care if it's not pretty. I don't care how ugly. Open up this offense with Daniel Jones and Barkley Sunday and throw some balls down the field to Hyatt. And you can use Bellinger as a catching tight end. Yeah? Oh, newsflash. Yeah, you can. Wandell. Yo. It's time for the Giants to play football. Dabo has to go back to coaching loose. Now that it looked like the season's done and the country sleeps on us, you can go back to playing loose and gamble. You don't have to coach tight with all the pressure on you because we've been laid to be dead. Have fun. Last year, Dabo had no expectations. The Giants weren't supposed to go anywhere. He gambled all the time. He had a good time, and it succeeded. This year, the Giants came in with a lot of pressure, expectations, and Dabo coached tight. And you could see it at the press conferences. He's tight, he's angry, and he's under pressure. That's all gone now because nobody expects shit doodle from you. Go out and have fun. Start going for it on 4th and 1. Gamble. Take shots down the field. Let's play football. Get some end arounds going. Okay, set up some inside screens to Barkley. Let's take shots to Bellinger and let's throw the ball down the field to Hyatt and Wandell. And you can mix in Shepard and Hodgins again. Let's ball. Turn Daniel Jones loose. And the O-line's coming together and let's have them block. They've been getting better the last few weeks, but now you're getting back some of the major pieces like Thomas. Despite what people say, you need Neal back in there with Schmitz. Schmitz is back, and let's do this goddamn thing. The Miz is telling you the Giants are going to win Sunday. And things are going to start to trend northward. Remember I told you this on November 1st. When everybody is in mourning like the season is over. But in this NFL today, the season is not over. Go win Sunday. And let's climb back up the steps inch by inch. This was a Miz in the midday.